Hello, hello. Welcome in, everyone. Let me make sure really fast that it is actually live and not just playing tricks on me.
Looks like it is.
I was like, I hear myself. So that's a good sign. All right. Yeah.
I guess somebody needs to get started. We are back. First time we did this in 4 weeks, 6 weeks, something like that.
It's been a minute.
Yeah, so we'll wait. There'll probably be people come in here in a minute, but I guess how's everybody been doing? I guess what's everybody been doing over the last 6 weeks?
Well, I've been to Dollywood, Disney World, Universal, Grandfather Mountain, a few other places.
All the things.
I've been nowhere.
I've been work, Dollywood, and Disney. Liz, I think you were actually there like what, a week after we had went? I think you were there like right after we went.
Probably. We were there last weekend.
Jealous. Wait, so you got to see Muppets then before it disappeared?
I didn't, but we could have. We're actually at Universal. And
okay. I haven't been there since I was little.
we went to the Orlando Informer party, so that was
nice.
pretty fantastic.
Okay. Well, it's great to see everyone again. Hey, Joshua. Hey, Coaster Mom. Oh, you're going to Dollywood tomorrow. Have fun. That's so exciting. What are you most excited to do? I was just there this weekend. I think that's what we've got on our topics today. It's just a lot of summer festival stuff.
Yeah,
I have got words for that festival.
I feel like this is going to be a long episode. I feel like anytime we take a break, when we come back, it's a long episode.
I know. It's probably my fault. I work a lot. That's my bad.
But
I don't keep it reasonable this time, right? Reasonable.
Yes.
Yeah, we always say an hour, but in the backstage thing, I said plan on an hour and a half. But I guess we probably don't need to do the introductions. I think everybody knows who everybody is at this point.
We are all the regulars.
Yeah. Hopefully this will be our kind of normal 3 people with some special guests thrown in as well. I guess y'all want to get started with the news since we probably have a lot to talk about.
Yeah, I'm good. Ooh, lightning rod. That sounds fun.
That is a good one.
Coaster.
And it has been running a lot lately. Like it's just not been closed a lot that I've seen.
No, they fixed it, I think. I think the launch was the issue, but they fixed it.
Yeah, so most of these news items aren't the major topics. They're in general they're more smaller topics type things. And usually how this kind of works is I sort of set the topic and I try to stay out of the way and let them talk. The first one is a small
the organizer.
Yeah, that's where I do best. Let somebody more entertaining than me talk. The first one is a small thing. I don't know if either one of y'all got it. And that is there's a butterfly shaped funnel cake.
No.
I didn't get it. I chose to spend my $15 on the one-time time saver. That's what I chose. But it's really huge. So I saw it and that thing is massive. It's cute. Like it's very Instagrammable, I think. I'm not a big funnel cake person, so I can't see personally unless it's for an Instagram photo, and that may be a one and done. So
where is it at? It's not at the funnel cake place, right?
Yeah. It's at both. It's at Crossroads, and Splinters, so it's at both.
I think pretty much all food should be served on a funnel cake. So, but I haven't had it, and I probably won't. But I love funnel cakes. Funnel cakes are great.
I like half of like I can eat half of a funnel cake and then I'm done. I think it's just I can't do a whole funnel cake. It's a lot of sugar.
I think with funnel cakes, you got to have about 3 people there. Or you.
This one you need to have about 5.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, have you not seen it?
No, about having multiple people there.
Oh, to eat that
I
funnel.
don't share funnel cake unless
You can do it by yourself. I can confirm that.
Unless it's one of those little. I'll just take a little bite. Okay, maybe a little bite, but I'm not giving up.
You're like, this is mine. You can't have it.
Yes,
I
can leave
support
off
that.
the powdered sugar, but I cannot share.
Okay, I think it may be good without the powdered sugar too. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know what it is. I like funnel cakes just.
And there's
I put a
always ducks.
cheesecake in front of me.
And there's
That's
always
a whole
ducks there
story.
to share with too, if you need. We will be getting into the Blazing Fury as we get on going. I see a comment about that. The
2026.
Splash Country. This is peak Splash Country time, even though it's been open for a couple months. Have y'all went through that yet?
I've yet to go to Splash Country.
Mm-mm.
Every year I say I'm going to go to Splash Country. I keep buying Diamond Pass. I'm going to do it. Nope, never.
It feels like it's not been a good year for Splash Country because it's been so kind of cooler and so much rain.
Yeah, and I think the issue too is, and I'm just gonna say this, it's not it's the same thing when they've got Smoky, or what is it? Splash. What's that big one right down the road?
Smoky Mountain.
Smoky Mountains. Like they've got that huge one where they're opening like new slides and all that stuff. Compared to Splash Country, I mean, it is kind of a bigger deal. I hope that Dollywood takes this as we'll open up a new slide eventually. But I do like Splash Country. I mean, it is fun. I want to go this year.
Every time I see Smoky Mountain, I see a sunburn, and I don't sunburn easily, but there is not a lick of shade that appears.
Is there not?
From the road, I
gosh.
cannot see.
Oh, from the road, no.
I'm like, no, but at Splash Country, there's trees and there's.
They have like cabanas too that you can rent too at Splash Country. I like the wave pool too. They have a really good wave pool.
Do y'all think this is Dollywood's way of saying, because they've clearly not did updates in a couple of years? Do you think this is their way of looking at it as like a sunk cost and that it's not worth investing millions into?
I think they have enough people there and they don't really need to.
I think I think until more people go there, they don't see the need for it.
Right. And if you're 6 years old, you're going to have a good time, whether you're.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, maybe.
I just don't think they have competition. There's nothing that will be that pretty and that visitable. Because you go to most of those places, it seems to be it's for riding.
Yeah.
Getting wet. And it's a really nice place to visit.
It is fun. Yeah.
The only times I've been there have not been swimming. So.
Like you've been on the slides?
I haven't been on any of the rides, but I've been there walking around. I've seen the place.
Oh, just seen it. Yeah. we went a couple of times 2 years ago, which is up until I took a break from the parks. We went, and like I said, we had a great time. I thought it was fantastic. But yeah, I don't know. I think right now, I don't think Dollywood sees a need. I don't think there's enough people to say, okay, let's put millions of dollars into this. I think right now their time and effort is going into Dollywood first.
Because it's officially May through September, right?
Yeah, right around.
So yeah, I think
that's 4 months, and it's kind of really 2 months or so, 2 to 3 months of peak time. Because it gets cold in September there, even when the weather is not cold. It gets cold there where the water is. A quick thing, I think this was coming up the last time we did this, but the Dollywood sign is officially up, just in case anybody missed that inside the park. I've actually haven't saw that yet in person. Have y'all? I guess you did.
It's nice.
What did I miss?
The Dollywood sign on the hill.
Oh, okay. Yes.
It's nice.
Last year, July, there were so many people that everything. Oh, well, that's good. Huh. Maybe they'll do like Universal and start getting fast passes for the water slides then. Hi, Debbie. Welcome in.
I got my family watching here. But yeah, the Dollywood sign, it feels like there's not a whole lot to say, but it does make for a good photo op.
It's cute, yeah. Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see how many Christmas lights are on it. That's.
Oh, I really want to see what they do at Christmas. Watch them do nothing. I hope that's not the case. That would be a really good opportunity, though, to like deck that whole thing out with Christmas, and maybe they'll put Christmas trees up.
It does seem like an obvious thing to stick some Christmas lights around the letter, and put some decorations or grass beside the Dollywood.
Hey, Brent.
This is sort of tied to the summer festival. We probably won't go in. This is a topic I'd like to go into deeper at another time, but probably not today. And that is the Kingdom Airs, in case you missed it or not there during the summer festival.
Right.
Yeah.
I do think, like I said, I think there's a bigger story there, but today's probably not the time to get into that. But they will not be there during the summer festival, and they're coming back in the fall.
Yeah, I think it's because of the dog. I truly don't know much about Kingdom Airs.
I saw this on Ryan Adventures Out There video. Applejack was giving out stickers.
Okay.
That said I'm at Applejack.
Oh, I love that. They all have stickers now. I know Miss Lillian has one, and Flit and Flutter were giving out stickers too. I didn't get any from Peter Rabbit or Llama Llama though. Now I'm sad. Why didn't they give out stickers?
I don't know.
They were cute though.
They did seem cute.
I got them to do a dance off. It was fantastic. They got very into it.
That's not the most creative. Like, I would think Peter Rabbit would be trademarked or something, but I guess it's not. I don't know.
I was thinking the same thing. I was surprised they got that character. But I did confirm they're only there for summer. So just summer, and then they're going to go away.
I guess the biggest news items, and it came up briefly in the chat, is the Blazing Fury. They look like they put a fence up. They put a sign up. The sign didn't really say anything new. But what are y'all thoughts on Blazing Fury and when we see it?
I'm going to say late fall. That's going to be my estimate.
That's an interesting time frame. They really need it by the time Halloween rolls around.
They need something.
They need some dark rides. They need some inside rides. And that's a good place for it. We'll talk about the other one, I'm sure, before this night's over. But that's a great place for
sure.
it. You go up there. If you're not doing rides, that's where you stop, right? You stop there and you go back around. And if you're not big into rides, Blazing Fury is a ride you might ride and enjoy.
It's easier.
Whereas you might not do the tornado or and even the Fire Chaser Express makes my wife dizzy because it's right on the edge and things. So and Wildwood Grove is a really long hike.
It really is. I really hope they have some kind of transportation over there because it is a long hike to get over there. But with Blazing Fury, the reason I said late August is just because I'm wondering if they're just now doing the construction up front, are they just now redoing the queue? And how much are they redoing the queue?
And why are they redoing the queue? All that should be left alone.
I thought the queue was fine. I don't know why they're redoing the queue line. I thought it seemed like it was pretty well themed. Unless they're pushing it out. Unless they're extending it.
Be interesting to see.
But like they had a vehicle parked outside, like a Hyster type vehicle.
Yeah, let me look at my
But
photo. I took a
I
picture
don't
of it.
see how that can get inside the attraction.
Well, they're redoing the outside first. Like I think they're refurbishing the outside too.
Okay.
I thought I took pictures.
I don't think it's them being vague on when it's opening. I think it's just they don't know.
I think they don't know. They have no clue. I think there was more to that construction than what they originally thought was going to happen, or they ran into more problems than what they originally thought. I don't think they have a clue of when that thing's opening yet.
As I've said before, from what I have heard, there is no blueprints. Everything's custom made, so it's not like these new. It's not like these new coasters where you probably could call up the manufacturer of the ride and say, "I need this part and that part." It's the blueprints are long gone, and they're having to custom make.
Well, they're doing something to the outside because the sign's not up anymore. Oh, you can't see it because of my screen. But I'm looking at the photo I took. The Blazing Fury, the actual like signage and all that stuff, it's gone. They've torn all that out. So they're doing something to the outside.
Let's assume they've carefully removed it to clean it and put it back. Let's just
maybe. Yes. Maybe they're like repainting it.
Not changing things.
If y'all see those fireman head things pop up on eBay, just let me know. I'd love to have that in my house. But yeah, I feel like there's not. It's just a wait and see approach. I feel like some random Tuesday is just gonna be open.
Open.
Yeah.
I'd say it's not going to be the end of fall. I feel like that's just a long estimate for me because it was supposed to be open a month ago. So at this point, why not?
I mean, but you're coming in on a year that it's been closed. Probably not quite a year, but getting there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ooh,
maybe it's all new animatronics.
We don't. Nah. I don't think we need that.
Yes, they could use a few more.
It could.
Blazing Fury is being refurbished or updated in some way, but it's supposed to be
no one knows
to be
what.
the good kind of refurbished, not the demolished, start from scratch refurbished.
Yeah.
Anything else on Blazing Fury?
No.
The Celebration Buffet, which is in the Country Fair area, is closed for the summertime.
I'm surprised they didn't do the character breakfast over there this year.
The character breakfast might not have made it.
Oh.
Because I haven't seen no signs. I mean, but I've not seen any signs of that. But yeah, it looks like that will be returning for the fall. Like I still think that area has bigger. That's too big of an area to be the occasional food hall.
I think they just don't know what to do with that area right now. Or they do. There's long-term plans. They just don't know.
Yeah.
They actually made a nice improvement.
It's better than it was.
The barn looks pretty good.
Yes.
The new entrance is kind of cool that you no longer have to go down a ridiculous hill or up a ridiculous hill. It is quite a hike over there if your goal is to get to the thing, but
I guess it makes sense with it being next to the Imagination Library now, which I guess may have been their thought process. I do know they said there's long-term plans for that area, so they're trying to modernize the entire thing. I just don't know how many years they're going to be looking at doing that.
Yeah, that feels like whenever the grand scheme is unveiled for Country Fair, that's the first thing.
Yeah.
Have y'all ever did the buffet thing there? I never have.
Yes.
Is it a good?
Okay.
It seems like a pretty good value.
It is. It's a decent value compared to not eating. I mean, compared to the things that are $24, I think it was like I don't remember how much it was, but it was okay.
The food looks like decent options too.
Yeah, I think it's around $25.
That's not bad.
Don't know why I thought it was cheaper than the other buffets because that's how much the new the new restaurant is, which isn't a buffet. And
But my God, they give you a lot of food.
They do. My wife and I shared a meal. And...
Hey, welcome in, Nerds on the Go. Yeah, me and Eric shared the last one because it was so much food.
They need to let you get 2 different types of meat there. I'm just saying. That was a bummer. That was the only bummer I had.
Yeah,
or
to share it. Yeah.
At least give you the option to pay like $11 or something like that to get
add it on or something. Yeah, that would be a good thing.
Like you can get a half chicken.
Yeah.
Cut that in half and then give us half of something else.
Yeah, that is true.
That would be
ideal.
Either way,
yeah, it was good, but maybe they'll change it too. Maybe they're just testing it. I need them to change that chili because we once again went again 2 weeks ago and it was the same nasty, crusty, dried out chili. It was the first time, and I don't get why. Everything else was amazing, but for some reason, they really struggled with that chili. I'm sorry. I'm mad. There's not many vegetarian options in that park, and the fact that that chili looked amazing makes me upset.
Yeah, I know you was upset about the chili. And I understand. I'm still mad about my potato twister from like 3 years ago.
Yeah, I still have a bad feeling from the potato twister.
I still get mad every time they advertise it.
I mean, the deep fried hot dog was good. I'm not going to complain about that, but the potato was terrible.
It's still going strong there. They're still selling it.
It's an ever festival. I will be curious to see on the new restaurant, like now that it's been about a month or so, like if it changes now that the news wore off.
Yeah.
If when it's not the center of attention and that kind of stuff. So I'll be curious to see that. It looks like now we know when the summertime there's a lot of it's hot and that kind of stuff. It looks like they've added a lot of mist, like water things coming down. Did y'all notice that? Well, I like kind of like cool off areas. I saw that on some videos.
I haven't been there in a few weeks, but there were several.
There were several there.
Personally,
I don't either.
Looked like there was one in the Country Fair area and one around Wildwood Grove. So
there were several in Wildwood Grove.
I don't mind the one I can go to. I just don't like it getting messing up these glasses.
Look, it messes up my makeup. I don't like how it messes my makeup up.
I don't need it in my camera. Get out of my camera.
Exactly. No, but there's several there. I don't know. If anything, I thought they may have added a few of them, to be honest.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. Was it feels like they've added several from what I've saw compared to previous years.
Yeah.
Always a plus.
I just know the one between Tennessee Tornado and Fire Chaser Express annoys me. For that reason, I only.
There's like 3 now. There's like 2 or 3 of them now. The Wildwood Grove one's pretty intense.
It does make good pictures though if you get it just right in the. You get the light just right.
That.
The next one is something I probably wouldn't have noticed if I was there, but Yankee in the South had it on his video, and he said that they've opened up the gift shop, kind of like rearranged the gift shop a little bit where it had more.
They did. Days. Look, I did not know that was even happening until I walked into Mercantile and I just looked around. I'm like, man, this place looks weird. And then I realized the entire wall was gone. And I was like, oh, and like all the middle cash registers were gone. I didn't even know that was they were doing that. And the host said they just finished it a few days ago.
So you said they took the wall down?
Yeah, there's no wall. It's all just open space now.
Is that the one by the water water wheel?
No, it's across from the train.
Oh, you said Mercantile. Okay.
Oh, I was talking about the main gift shop.
They changed that?
It looked like they've like opened it up a little bit to like kind of like rearrange the booths where it's not as crowded in the middle.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
But it sounds like
they've also the same. It looks the same to me.
It may not have been major changes, but I think they just like maybe they just like rearranged the look like they've like rearranged the where it's more open in the middle there and not where like the stuff was not so in the middle of the walkway type there.
It still felt just as crowded to me. The mercantile one was the one that I was shocked about.
Okay, well, it sounds like that was a bigger change than before. So
it took me a minute to figure out what happened. I was like, why does this place look different? And then it hit me. I'm like, oh, the whole wall in the middle is gone.
Yeah. Well, they kind of sell the same type of stuff, don't they?
Yeah. They have more like train focused. Like they have a lot more train focused merchandise there, but it's still it is pretty much the same as the other stores.
Yeah. But yeah, I think like one side is more for like the guys and one side's more for
they changed that too. They've mixed and matched the entire thing. Yeah, the host told me that. They said that mixed and matched it. Ooh, y'all, I've got to hold on one second. I'm gonna let you talk amongst yourselves. My computer's about. I forgot to plug it in.
All right. This will be a good time to go to Lewis on this next one, since with what he just said. These next two aren't Dollywood focused specifically, so let us know in the chat if you like this or don't like this. It'd be a good test. But the Universal Studios just opened up their new fancy section of the park. Is that the one you went to?
No, I did not.
Okay, I know
we went to the Universal to Studios and Island Adventure in the Orlando Informer Party, where you pay like $400 some for 2 nights and you get to go and roam the park practically empty.
Oh, okay. I know I hadn't been to Universal in a long time, but I know from what I understand, this is a big deal with the like Nintendo World and the Harry Potter and stuff like that. So
yeah, I almost went to Epic once when I was down there during the previews. I happened to be traveling down there, and then we almost went this time, but it was expensive. It's expensive to go to any theme park for one day, even Dollywood, right? Dollywood's like $80 for one day. It's like $80 for 2 days. It's like $120 for the year, right? It's any day. Any one day trip's really expensive. So
yeah,
I was like, yeah, we'll do it later. And it looks really good. I mean, everything I've seen, all the Disney and Universal influencers have been talking about that nonstop for months now.
Yeah. That was $92 a day now.
Wow. Just like that's so wild, right?
92 for a one-day ticket.
Like a silver annual pass isn't that much more than that.
No, that's why Eric just got a silver pass, because he said, well, what's the point of paying that for a one-day ticket?
Yeah, it says I saw a lot of complaints online about no shade in the new Universal Park.
People complain about no shade, right?
It's also Florida.
Animal Kingdom gets that, and that place has a ton of trees.
People complain about Animal Kingdom?
It's hot.
It's
the hottest park. It's supposed to be hot for the
I think it's the pavement too that they've used in Animal Kingdom. It is hot for as much shade as there.
Universal Studios, that has no shade. They've done a little bit with Epcot and Magic Kingdom, but not a lot, right? It's
And the last news item I have, again, this is not Dollywood, so we'll keep it short, but it is in the Pigeon Forge area. The Truth Traveler thing is opening up June the 22nd. This is a VR. This is a VR ride and something else. It's from the makers of the people that build the Ark in Kentucky. The Ark, like Noah's Ark thing in Kentucky, it's tied to that. So it looks like it's $35 for both things. So that seems interesting. It seems interesting, and it does have kind of a biblical type of thing. So it may or may not be appeal to everybody. But all right, any other news items I missed?
I assume we're talking about the other one later.
Yeah, I've got that as the main.
Because that's the news.
Bum, bum, bum.
Yeah, I thought it was like
I should add music to this. Da da da.
I'm like, if I'm watching the show and you said it, I'm like, well, these people ain't even gonna talk about that. They don't even know what Disney Dollywood is. Okay.
this seems like a good time to get to the main topic of the show.
Dolly what? Yes.
Now that we're 30 minutes into it, the new I gotta watch myself with what I call it. The new inside attraction. They have started building it, so have at it.
It's not a coaster.
I didn't call it a coaster. I called it
It's
inside attraction.
not a coaster. No, I'm so tired of seeing people online say it's a coaster. It's a coaster. I swear to all in the world, if that thing's a coaster, I'm done. I'm done with Dollywood.
I mean,
Just
even
saying.
if it was, it's not big enough building.
That's what I think. I think it's some kind of. I think it's something to do with screens.
Because like, look at the size of Rock and Roller Coaster if you've ever seen it. The building that thing takes is humongous.
Yeah.
Imagine the building Tennessee Tornado. It's like a minute ride would take. Guardians of the
That is
Galaxy,
true.
the Eagle or Lightning Ride, you could not fit those in a building a third that size. But you know, this whole thing that he said Pete. Someone said Pete, right? And that was only in my head.
Mm-hmm.
What's like okay?
Pete Owens, the
PR, the head of PR.
Oh, Wes
Raimi.
Wes, yes.
Said about being something that you've never seen before is like piqued my interest.
Yeah.
My guess is it's going to be a lot like Soarin', but it's going to be maybe 3D without glasses, something like that. That's my official guess.
It's tall enough, I think, to be almost like a Soarin' attraction. Well, and Eric was talking too. It also looks like it could do something kind of like maybe a more advanced, like how Peter Pan has you like flying around from the ceiling and you go into different scenes. Maybe like a more updated version of that.
Yeah,
because technically you would be flying.
Some form of omni mover type ride would be very interesting.
I mean, it is a huge building, I will say, but yeah, I don't think I'm not at all convinced. There's no way a coaster is going to fit in there. It's going to be a
huge
building,
building, but not for a
coaster. Exactly, yeah. And I feel like if it was a coaster, wouldn't they build the coaster tracks first and then the building? Or maybe I don't know much about
it. That's what intrigues me a little bit, is that the floor is dirt. Why didn't they pour the floor? I don't know. That's going to be an interesting thing to watch.
Speaking of the floor, there's they've dug a hole in the floor. Did y'all see that?
I saw that. Yeah.
Any guesses on what that could be?
It's a hole.
Splash. Maybe you'll splash down into something.
I mean, it's not like a gigantic hole, but it's kind of like specific.
Ooh, maybe like it's a drop of some sort. I don't think it's that deep of a hole.
I
was hoping it was going to be a water ride, but that's out. Like a boat ride. But there's no way.
I watched the video. It was from somebody. I didn't know who the guy was, but and he had an interview with one of the high-ups. Anyway, he said that it's going to be all inside and not go outside. There was a quote the guy said from Pete Owens, and that is to make it year-round friendly.
That's what they need.
So that certainly makes sense to have, because if you do a coaster that goes outside, then you can't run it in January. But for whatever attraction this is, to just be inside that building means you can run it year-round.
See, I had one really huge problem with it being with that making the park go year round. It's really far away. If they put that down in where the kid zone is, the county fair. Is it county? It's county or
country.
country fair area was.
I can never remember which one it is.
Like if they'd removed that and put that there, it would make perfect sense.
Yes.
Because then you're right in the area. You got rides. You got the things you want. Go up Craftsman Valley. That's not too bad. But Wildwood Valley is a hoof.
Walk.
I mean, if you're trying to get there when it's 20 degrees, it's a much longer hoof.
Yeah.
So,
especially when you look at how far back, because it's not just in Wildwood Grove, it's in the way backside of. It's gonna be in the way backside of Wildwood Grove. So I mean, that's gonna make it even worse, unless they do the second entrance thing.
if they do the second entrance, that would be interesting. Still like a lot of hill to get to.
Yeah.
For a ride.
Well,
the ride in February.
The thing that surprised me.
Don't get me wrong.
The thing that surprised me was the quote from Pete Owens said 5 stories, 5 stories.
Yeah.
And when I hear 5 stories, I think of like a hotel that's 5 stories tall. Is it that tall? It didn't look that tall.
It's pretty tall. It is pretty tall. It's pretty tall. It's probably about 5 stories, I'd say.
Because it matches up with the top of the roller coaster.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty tall.
Which is another of my concerns. I think looking out from Big Bear, it's going to look good. The train, though, it's going to really... There's a view there from the train that's going to be hard to...
That's going to be destroyed.
It's going to hurt. Because the mountains... There's a place where you can see the mountains through the coasters. And now it's going to be more occluded. And
because that's a very square looking, like... They're not doing much theming on the outside of it from what it looks like.
I mean, it'll look like an airplane hangar. That's luckily for them a very easy thing to look like, right? Because that's just an aluminum building.
It's just
how does the take flight word that they keep on mentioning in that one part? Like, how does that? Are you on? You think you're on an airplane, or you on a I don't know.
An eagle?
Yeah, an eagle or something.
Who said that? There was someone I heard that from. But if it's an aviation building, that's got to be a plane or a helicopter.
I would think plane. Yeah.
I think plane.
But plane doesn't really fit with the Smoky Mountain theme, though.
Like the small jets?
I mean, like
a sightseeing tour?
I guess you could do a helicopter maybe or something. I don't know.
Yeah, like a sightseeing tour is what I was thinking. Didn't they already do that?
Do what?
Didn't they do that years ago? I think that was the original 3D show that they did, where you were on like a tour of the Smokies.
You were on
Dolly.
a tour, and it was a dirigible, a blimp.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
That was such a bad ride. That was so bad.
But at least it was indoors.
There's certain attractions at Dollywood that just went away. Nobody complained. I don't think anybody.
That was one of them.
And you didn't see people picketing. Bring back no. Bring back Polar Express. No one's once gone, man, I wish we could get Polar Express back. No, I mean maybe somebody once, but certainly.
It didn't hit me until just now as we're talking about it that they're building an aviation building.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Well,
now I'm more convinced about my Peter Pan option.
I've seen the word Hidden Hollow Aviation thrown around. Do y'all know what that means?
Hidden Hollow Aviation? What?
Some type of thing to confirm it's a flight or something like that. I think it's one of those big roller coaster words I don't quite understand.
Wait a second.
Hidden Hollow.
This is a website. Wait a second. There's a website called Hidden Hollow that was trademarked in 2025. It says, drop us a line. Hidden Hollow Aviation launching soon. Wait a second. What is this?
You should be sharing, by the way, if you're going to.
I don't know how. Hold on. I don't know how. How do I do this?
There's a button at the bottom that says share screen.
Can I share my screen? Hold on.
And Brent says the old motion ride had a crop dusting plane like that thing, and that is true. You did fly on a little winky dink. helicopter.
I was wrong. It wasn't a blimp. It was the.
I've also, while she's getting that pulled up, that video I watched also did say that they're going to bring back the marketing campaign of Big Bear. So you'll see the posters coming up.
It's going to make me quit.
And you'll have the phone number to call as well.
Apparently she can't share.
It says quit and hold on. Let me try this, guys. If this goes away, I'll come back. I don't know how this is going to work. I don't think it'll end the stream if I leave. If I leave, does it end?
Possibly.
I would think so. You're the host.
I didn't go on the train this time. What do you mean listen to what the train said? I didn't go on the train. Sorry, Eric's texting me on the side right now.
Yeah, somebody was talking about how the spiel. The person who made that video he was talking about had mentioned that on the spiel they mentioned Hidden Hollow Aviation. Mentioned it?
Yeah. Yeah, and I think one of the guys in our group message brought that up as well. But it does sound like Ned will be part of this possibly as well.
The train script says they're going to be taking people on flights through Hidden Hollow. This website is a hint then. Hold on. I'm going to show the website in the chat so you all can see because it's not going to let me share. So I'm just going to put it in the chat and then everybody in the chat can also have it. Huh.
Cool.
This is, I'm not imagining this, right? Like this has got to be connected to that.
I think that's the same color theme as the video they posted on Instagram.
And it's at night with stars and stuff. This is, ooh.
Launching soon.
Quiet.
I'm very like into this now, but then I also wonder if this is, if this is a scam. I don't want to give my information. But this is weird because it says trademark in 2020. It's the exact same thing that the train said. But it doesn't say anything about Dollywood. But technically, I don't think when they started marketing Big Bear, originally it said anything about Dollywood, did it? I can't remember.
Only thing I remember is they just, like, when they started advertising in the park and stuff, I don't remember.
That I remember, because they had, like, the Big Bear wanted signs.
Yeah, and
yeah,
those,
I don't...
That video I watched said those were coming back.
But it's just... The train script says that Hidden Hollow Aviation. And then this specifically says Hidden Hollow Aviation. But those mountains look weird. I don't know.
Those don't look like Smoky Mountains. Those look like out west or something.
It's been a while since I've been in school.
I disagree, but I wouldn't be giving my information to that. Just saying.
You wouldn't? Okay. You wouldn't trust it.
Yeah, I need to see a little more information about.
That's what I'm like. Like, I'm half yes, half no. I mean, I can give them. You know what? I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna give them, and then I'll let y'all know if I get scammed or not. I'll be the guinea pig for this one.
Don't give me credit card information.
Listen to the TikTok.
So anyway, on the
other news.
One of the things I'm interested in is what kind of ride it is, because the idea of it being Soarin' is really good because that has a very high capacity.
But it's been done. If it's something brand new, I wonder if it's more like how would they make it technologically advanced that no one else has done?
They could make the arm. They could make it do more stuff. They could make
Sling you around.
Yeah. They could do something like. I do not like the idea of it being like Peter Pan.
But technically, you're flying.
I do like Peter Pan, but I don't feel like it fits this.
I don't know if it's like a plane. Yeah. I do wonder. Remember, I had mentioned, and Lewis, I don't think you were here, but there was some kind of a new attraction that Disney was trying to trademark, and it looked like it was like a Moana kind of attraction, but it was where it was saying it was a water ride, but it was completely screens, and it was like a motion simulator, but it was going to make it look like you were on some kind of like a water attraction, but it was all screens. I'm wondering if maybe it could be something like that. Because I don't know if Disney actually trademarked that yet.
I mean,
or it was just something that leaked.
A 360 screen here wouldn't be terrible. If it's high enough res.
Yeah.
Like if you've been, the Bourne Identity is one place. The show they have at Universal. I mean, nobody's ever seen it, but the screen there is so amazing and so big. It's like an IMAX screen where you look at it and you feel like you're in there. You can't. Because if you get screened this much, and it's perfect, it's perfect. You feel like you're in the place that you're at.
Mm-hmm.
Motion sickness and everything.
If you think about the Dolly Museum, or whatever it's called,
yeah,
they have a 360 type of screen there, and it's playing something different on every side.
Yeah, it's really impressive.
So maybe that's a generic way to do kind of what he's talking about with a 360.
That's really good, but it's not bright enough. It's not. I don't feel like I feel like I'm watching a show that's really.
You're
big.
Watching it, yeah. Like you're not fully immersed in it, but you're just watching it from. Yeah, I know what you mean. I don't know. I'm sure we'll find out soon.
September 17th is the rumor.
That's not soon.
That is not soon.
Not soon.
But I hate to tell you, the ride is not going to be opening in March the 10th or whenever.
Well, I will say soon, none of us are going to know what's happening because eventually walls are going to go up. And once those walls go up, we're all just going to be left in the dark.
So why do y'all think they started so early on this? Because is there that much to do?
If it's a dark ride, there's gotta be. This isn't that early, is it? I mean, I thought it was quick for a dark ride.
I mean,
it seemed late. Like they need to.
You think so?
Yes.
And could be. I mean, maybe I'm just used to them like sitting on stuff for a long time before they get started.
I feel like it's going pretty quickly, actually.
I mean, like not from like the construction part is going fast, but they're like they started on this a year and a half in advance, it seemed. Whereas on so it seems like either they have a lot of work to do or they're going to try to get it done toward the first of the year or something.
It'd be amazing if they opened this on the opening day. That would just be.
I think everybody would be shook if they opened this thing on opening day.
But I mean, I still say they've got to have that opening the first part of the year, because that's how they're going to get you to buy their season tickets, is to do this ride. And they can't say, buy the season ticket so you can ride this ride in October. I mean, that's just kind of marketing 101 there.
Well, they won't say that. That's marketing 101.
That's true. Yeah.
They just won't tell you.
They'll just say 26. But do we think anything else is coming to the area outside of the ride? Is this the mysterious Phase 3? Or
I think there's more. Oh yeah, I do. I don't even think. I don't think that building even includes the queue line. I think that may just be the ride, the show building. I think they still got stuff they're adding to it.
And that could be why.
Ooh, Lewis, you look like you don't agree.
I feel like the two sides will be the queue, and then the end side will be the ride.
Oh, maybe.
Just because that's, or maybe one's the way you get out, one's the way you come in, or something. I don't know. It's an interesting location because you're gonna have to walk through Big Bear to get to it.
Don't remind me.
Or around Big Bear.
And
They've had it planned though, because if you look at where Big Bear is, like when you walk towards the back of Big Bear, you can 100% tell that's where they're going to open it up. Like
Yeah.
they knew this was happening when they built Big Bear, because they built that walkway purposely so it could go through to the next place. But I think this is the next phase. I'd say there's going to be more than just that attraction.
yeah, and I would like to see something other than food places and rides, like put a stage or something like that back there. And
Oh, I'm the opposite. I want rides. Ride. I need more rides, indoor rides.
or like even if it's like kiddie rides or something like that, just like rides specifically for kids or something.
They have a whole area. Them
They
kids
have
don't need anything
two.
else. Exactly. Them kids don't need nothing else. It's our turn.
Well, I mean, I'll take something too.
Non-coaster people's turn.
Yeah.
Give me a boat ride.
I think I've seen projections that it will hold maybe 1,500 people an hour, roughly.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's why I'm with Lewis on the Soarin', because it's got to be able to hold a lot of people.
And it's not big enough to be Soarin' with three theaters.
Mm-mm.
So, and Soarin's just 4 minutes long. So,
I don't know.
It'll be interesting.
We'll find out. I'm sure more will come to pass.
Well, is that anybody got anything else on the coaster? We'll talk about it again in 2 weeks, I'm sure. But still the part that throws me off is the fact they said it's never been done before. Like that's the part
that's what gets
I can't figure it out.
I can't.
Yeah, that's why I thought maybe the 3D.
Yeah, just to make it something
be.
like a little different.
But we had a comment about the Blazing Fury. We talked about that a little bit ago. In short, nobody really knows. I don't think they know when they're going to reopen it. I think they're trying their best, but
I'm saying October because then it could be sometime before then. Who knows?
Yeah, but hopefully they're not doing too much damage to the old stuff.
Need more to do during well, and that's the thing about the bad weather is that it's also really cold, and their aim is to open this park year round. They have got to find a way to get people indoors because it's 20 below, like 20, 15, 10 degrees. People aren't going to want to just walk around outside. I know I'm not.
And that's like, even with this ride, if they're going to be open year round and you got 2 rides open, Blazing Fury and the new one, I mean, that's not enough.
No, and they can't run the coasters because who's going to go on a coaster in 10-degree weather? I'm sure somebody would try it, but there you go.
They actually close. Most of them close in the 30s, low 30s. Some of them are 40, but most of them are in the 30s. And it's pretty rough. I'm not gonna lie. And that's why they could. That's why they could run it. They could open it. It's just
the distance of where it's at.
Bring in lots of people.
Yeah.
So they need shows and they need some attractions.
I think there's a lot. I think in September we're going to get the announcement of what this attraction actually is. I think we're also going to get another announcement as well.
Because there's supposed to be 2 coasters coming. It's not just
the one. Coaster.
But the other one is supposed to be a coaster. But the other is supposed to be a coaster.
Oh, it is.
Like the one that
I'm going to blame Pete Owens. Pete Owens is the coaster enthusiast. It's his fault we keep getting coasters and not dark rides.
I agree with you. I'd like to see another dark ride as well. I guess on to the main topics of the show, or the other main topics of the show.
I forgot about Hidden Hollow. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only three options: is the kids' playground, the soon-to-be ride, and then Blazing Fury. That's your only three options.
Wait a second. I'm sorry. I'm going to be random. Did anyone think to go in Hidden Hollow to see if there's any queues for this attraction? Because if it's called Hidden Hollow Aviation, that's the only other Hidden Hollow name in the park.
That could be where the first clue comes in.
That's what that just hit me. That's the only Hidden Hollow name in the park that I can think of. So would they be putting hints in there?
Do we think that's the name of the ride, Hidden Hollow Aviation? Or is that just like a coaster
That
truck?
seems like a lot.
Oh, never mind, not coaster truck. Like a ride term.
That seems like a long name. No? Okay, never mind.
Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout. Guardians of the Galaxy. Hollywood. What is it? Hollywood Tower of Terror Hotel.
I stand corrected is what I'm being told.
Rise of the Resistance. All those names are far longer than that.
Just kidding. Okay, so maybe it is the name of the attraction. It just seems basic to me. I don't know. Don't start naming off basic attractions. I don't know. It could be a good name one.
I know y'all both went to.
I don't know actually.
Where they putting the
beats me. They were clearing out space by Country Fair.
This is not a news show. This is an opinion show. So we do not have any.
We have
knowledge.
Guesses. We have educated guesses.
You tell us.
I think they're about.
And we'll debate that. We don't know.
I don't think they can put it close to where they're at unless they're just going to keep on going where the train's at.
I don't want to walk any further than that.
I mean, they're going to have to build something close to where you're at already.
Well, at one point, the mountains drop off, too.
Do we want... I was going to ask y'all's overview thoughts of your trip. Do we want to do that or just go to the other stuff since we're an hour into it?
What trip?
Well, I like when y'all went to Dollywood. Like, far as like your big picture thoughts of what stood out and... or
For the festival?
Yeah.
Or for just in general?
Just
Lewis,
in
I'll
general.
let you go first.
I would say the festival, and I haven't been yet. So.
Oh, I thought you did go.
No.
Oh, okay.
I thought
that I didn't feel like going this weekend. So
it is okay. It is no longer my favorite festival so far. I'm gonna have to hold off and see what happens. It's just there's still a lot of fun stuff there. The food was really good. What I had food-wise was really good. There's a lot of stuff that apparently I missed last year that was taken out, like the fountain that was in the middle of Market Square, that's not there anymore. The drummers are gone. The street performers that were in front of the Pine Theater where they did that show with the fire extinguishers and stuff, that's no longer there. Yeah, I just feel like a lot of that stuff is what made it fun because it was just a little extra things and a lot of it was just missing.
Yeah, that was two things.
And the music isn't as upbeat either. That was another thing that I was noticing. Like the music they play in the park, like they had a really good playlist a few years ago. Now it's kind of all slow. Like it was still fun and the drone show was fantastic, but it wasn't the same festival celebration that I went to 2 years ago.
It was
very budget cut.
It feels like to me, this was one of the things I had in the rumor section, so we're kind of all timed together, that Dollywood has made some budget cuts with entertainment this year. The Liquid Beats, I think, was the name of the drum beating thing. They wasn't there. The fire hydrant show, whatever it was called, is not there. And I've been checking the fall music app that I have that kind of leaks everybody coming every single day for 4 months, waiting on anybody of even a small name to come. Nobody is. There's one country music act that people will know, and that's it. Like there's like the fall musical lineup is shaping up to be really, really bad unless there's some surprise names. So it feels like they've made some budget cuts to the entertainments.
Yeah.
That's a little bit of a speech. But the one highlight, get back to something positive, was the dog show. Seemed really cool. Did you see
It was cute. It was cute. And I got to pet the puppies, which made my day. I love dogs though, so they were cute. And I love how they're all rescued and adopted dogs as well.
But yeah, now that will only be here for the summertime.
Yeah.
How long of a show was that? Is that kind of your standard length?
About 45 minutes. It was a longer show. The bubble show's long too. I think they're both around 45 minutes.
Yeah, the bubble show, not to repeat myself every single show, but it is back. I wish it was not back, but it is back. I think I'm ready for something new.
I liked it.
Did you see anything different about it?
No, it seemed the same, but it was still fun. Maybe more bubbles than normal.
We touched on this one a little bit in passing earlier. The two new characters, Peter Rabbit and Llama.
They were cute.
And it looks like they've got separate times to like meet and greet and do all that kind of stuff. So is that the official Peter Rabbit from like?
It looked. Yeah. Yeah, he was cute. They were both really, really fun. I enjoyed it. It's definitely a cute thing for kids, I will say.
It's interesting. The Liquid Beats show is listed on the website, but it's not on the schedule.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I don't know why they would have got rid of that.
They have not updated the 4th of July week yet. I've been checking that as well.
Do they even do anything for 4th of July normally?
No, but like that's just a busy week, so I was just waiting.
Yeah.
That's kind of I was waiting for like a second full week of schedules to pop up, but
it's gonna be busy because we were planning on going, but Doggywood is completely booked out already. So there went that.
Yeah.
So it's definitely gonna be busy because if it's already booked out this far back.
Well, I'm going up. My next weekend's going up to 28th, and I was going to go the 21st, but for some reason the hotel was significantly cheaper the 28th compared to the 21st for some reason. So that's why I'm going the 28th. How about the drone show? Talk about it. It's looked like it was different. I've actually not watched it yet.
Yeah. Yeah, it was really different. The drones part itself, like that section was basically, there was a couple of parts that were the same. Like the I Will Always Love You section was the same. But other than that, it was really cool. They went through like all the attractions and all the coasters and did the coaster logos with the drones. It was pretty cool. From what I saw, I had a very distorted view.
Are you not even going to mention the fireworks coming out of the drones?
Oh, those were cool. Yes. The one section. Okay, I've never seen that before, too. That's something I think that they may have been one of the first ones to have that. That was really cool.
Was it pyro or something like that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it had when they did the actual like 40th logo, they had the pyro come out of the drones. It was really cool.
That was check out Adventures Out There has.
Yeah, he has a really good video of it.
Have you seen the play on yet the play on show yet, Lewis?
Yes.
Okay, I was thinking you had. That is still here for the summer. I have not saw it yet. Any thoughts on it?
It's really good, except for the fact that I had not seen any of the shows, except for the one that I wish would come back. Right, the Dreamland Drive-In, Dreamland Diner. No, Drive-In. I can't remember that name. The Dreamland Drive-In show. Great music. I mean, it was good music, but I didn't really know any of the songs. I took about 1,000 pictures, but I didn't know any of the songs. So it was like, here's a good show. I'd like to see all these shows again. No, you're not even going to see this show again. So,
did they tell you what show it was related to on the screen? Okay,
and that's a really nice screen they put in that theater.
Mm-hmm.
I'm afraid of what they'll do with it, but because I don't remember them having a screen in there, right? That wasn't a part of the Christmas show or the things, right?
I wonder if is it the same screen as the ones they use in the sing along karaoke?
I didn't see that.
You know, like that they bring out during the first festival. They bring out the TV.
I think it's still over there right now, isn't it? Or did they take it down?
I didn't know.
I don't know.
It's the same screen like they use in the Celebrity Theater.
Mm-hmm.
Which I like sometimes, but I'm not a big fan of it during the Christmas show. What's the Christmas show? Christmas in the Smokies.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it doesn't play stuff that matches. It makes it look faker than it used to look. If it was just like a sky back there, it wouldn't be so bad. But
they had scenes and stuff, yeah.
But the screen worked great for this show. I mean, it's perfect because they showed pictures and what they're doing, and then what show they were talking about, and then
I like that
from the shows. It's a great show, and I didn't realize how many rock and roll shows they had before that one. Right? It's the same.
I didn't know they had a Halloween show either.
That bugs me. That they don't do something like that at Halloween now if they had a show like that?
That's what I'm saying. Halloween. Why did we not know that?
Come on, man.
Missed opportunities.
Yes. And also a random note that I forgot to add to the news, Heidi Parton had an album come out, by the way. If it's I actually haven't got around but yeah,
listen to some of it.
The play-on show is going to be ending. I assume it's ending the summer. I don't think they've specifically said.
I think it's up until Christmas. I think it's past summer because it's for the 40th. It's to celebrate the 40th.
That could be why there's not as many acts because that's taking up
that show's going to be there. That may be the new permanent show too. No, okay.
I don't feel like they could do the nostalgia thing that many times.
That is true.
There's just so much nostalgia you can like it. They might do it. They could do it certain times every year, but they need a new show.
Like come in and come out,
yeah.
That's the problem with like any permanent show year round. It gets old,
stale. Yeah.
So the next note I have is about the decor all the decorations. Anything stick out to y'all?
I like the sky colors. I like that one. I actually like it better than I like this.
It looks like they got several. Was like a big picnic basket, a big thing of beans. I didn't really notice anything new that I saw.
Was the mayonnaise new? Because they also have a big thing of mayonnaise.
It was there last year.
I know, but I'm doing a video of where I did every show side attraction. So I guess let me know if you see anything new in that. I think I got them all. I probably missed one.
I
That sounds
don't
like something I would
remember
do.
where the old cave was. The decorations there. I don't remember them last year. Right underneath the Hollywood sign. I mean the Hollywood.
I don't know. I missed last year, so I'm not sure.
I probably should have led with this, but on both the videos I watched, which is Yankee in the South and Adventures Out There, they both mentioned the low crowds for
It was
Saturday.
me and Ryan were talking about that. When was it? Saturday night. It was really dead for it being opening day of a summer festival. I was surprised how dead it was all day. Because I got there maybe an hour or so after park opening, and there was no one there.
Any guesses why?
I don't know. People just not traveling right now? I have no idea why it was so dead. I was shocked. I specifically got preferred parking because I knew I was going to have to leave halfway through the day to check into my hotel. And I was like, well, it's going to be slammed because the fireworks are going to happen at night. So by the time I get back, I'm not going to be able to park. That was not the case. If anything, it was even less busy when I got back to the park. Like, I don't know why. Maybe it was also Father's Day weekend, though. Like, I feel like that was a really weird time for them to launch this festival. So maybe people were traveling for Father's Day.
That was kind of why I wasn't there. That was part of the reason why I wasn't there was because it's, Father's Day weekend.
That's what I'm wondering.
And I'll just wait and go next weekend.
Yeah, that's the only, but we couldn't figure it out either. Because I was shocked that it wasn't that busy. Like, we were fully expecting to wait like an hour for the food lines. All the food booths were walk up. I didn't wait at all.
I feel like, Lewis, I don't know what you think. I feel like summer is the number one on the list of things that people say is overcrowded, but it's not.
It hasn't been recently. It's been Disney's been down. Dollywood's not been so busy. When fall hits, they both get nuts.
And the thing with the summertime is that most people, of course, we know Dollywood is full of families and kids, aren't going to go for 12 hours in the heat.
No, so, I don't want to go 12 hours in the heat.
So it can be busy, but not from start to finish.
I'll be interested to see what the crowds look like in November when Christmas hits. That'll be telling of if something really is going on and people are either just not going to Dollywood for some reason. I think if we see lower crowds in Christmas, that's going to be when Dollywood even needs to be like, oh gosh, what's going on?
Yeah, I think October is really big too.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. So I think we'll just have to wait and see what the bigger holidays look like. But here's the thing. I'm just going to say this. Them cutting a lot of things, I don't think is the best look. Like, I was very disappointed when half of the stuff from the Summer Fest celebration was cut. Because it's what made it. You had all these different options and different things, and it was so upbeat. And there was people like roaming musicians too, going all around. It seemed like a lot of stuff was cut this year, budget cut this year, and it was a little obvious.
And that could have been why I had my summer festival. I think it was 4 on my list, was because like there isn't a whole lot new to the summer festival.
I don't think there was anything new to it this year.
The dog show the dog show would be the only thing that would be new. Everything
else, they had that last year.
They had that
They had it last year.
Not full time. It was there for a little bit, right?
I don't remember if it was the whole summer, but it was definitely there some.
Yeah,
it was still there. Was Liquid Beats there last year? I
believe there was.
So was the entertainment cuts. Huh.
Yeah.
I'll say this. Market Square looks weird with nothing there. It looks weird. It's all just empty. And then that even made it worse when there was low crowds all day, because that whole area was just dead. There was no wow factor for this festival.
because the previous times they had the love thing, and then they had the
Mm-hmm.
flower thing.
The coat of many colors. They've had the I will always love you thing, the coat of many colors. For Halloween, they had the pumpkins. And then for summer, they had that fountain. And for some reason, the fountain's not there this year. Was it there last year?
The little noodle fountain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, I believe it was.
What was? See, I don't know why it's not there then. Maybe something happened to it.
If it was me, I would have guessed it was the lawyer saying, "Stop pouring water on the place where people walk," because both of them don't actually do that. But
if my brother is still watching this, he will probably make a comment about his son literally fell for that same reason. And I actually got it on camera.
I didn't think about that being a liability. Maybe that's what happened.
But you don't need the water there for the liquid beets.
No, just have liquid beets there. Something. Yeah, you'll see in my video though, because I make a whole comment about how I'm shocked that it wasn't there and it just looked dead.
And that, like that's the kind of thing that it's good to have the thing that maybe you don't watch the whole thing of liquid beets, but it's just good to kind of be surprised.
Mm-hmm. Something different, but yeah, the crowds were low, definitely.
Yeah, so it will be interesting to see if that carries over.
Yeah.
Oh no, the food, the tasting pass looked pretty good to me. Any food stick out?
The hot honey chicken salad sandwich, I really liked that. That was probably my favorite thing that I've had of any festival so far. It was really good. And the only thing is you have to go to, and I don't know if I agree with them doing this, you have to go to Front Porch to get it. It's still on the tasting pass, but you have to go to Front Porch, which as somebody who was a server for years and years and years, that frustrates me because I feel like that's not fair to the servers because people are going to go in, get their tasting pass stuff, and then leave. But my guess is they're hoping people are going to buy food there too, which they may. I ended up purchasing a drink because I was like, I'm not going to not tip the server. So I got a drink to make sure I could tip. But it's just a really weird thing. It's like 3 different options too for the tasting pass. And they were out of the deviled eggs. How are you out of things on the first festival again?
The streak continues.
Third festival that they're out of something on opening day. And it was 2:00 in the afternoon when I went to get it. But I will say that chicken salad sandwich was the best thing I've had. The s'mores, it was weird. Like I expected there to be chocolate or graham cracker in it, and it was just kind of drizzled with Hershey syrup with a little sprinkling of graham cracker crumbs.
So it wasn't as good as it sounded and looked.
No, and I watched Ryan's video, and they kind of had the same opinions on it. I will say though, most of the food that I had was really good. There was some kind of Alfredo pizza that was also pretty delicious. And I don't even like onions, and it had like sweet cooked onions on it. It was really good.
I talked to somebody whose wife works in the food department of some sorts at Dollywood, and they told me that I guess their studies show that people don't eat much heavy food during the summertime festival. So that's why
it's hot.
Because like, who wants to be eating a bunch of barbecue sandwiches when it's 3 degrees? And I love barbecue sandwiches, but you know.
Oh, they did have a barbecue sandwich one year. That was really good. I would eat it.
I missed the hot chicken sandwich. That's all.
That's what it. Yes, they didn't bring that. They had it one time. That thing was delicious.
I actually
that was the Nashville hot, right?
Yes.
That was the Nashville hot one. I remember that. That was really that year had really good options because that was also the year they had that watermelon dairy-free ice cream that was kind of like a Dole Whip.
Oh yeah.
And I never saw it again. Oh yeah, Eric is really mad about the cupcakes because once again for this festival, for some reason we got the peach cupcake. And it tasted like banana. We were very confused. And they said you got a chocolate butterfly. So Eric ate the chocolate butterfly. It was paper. It was not a chocolate butterfly.
It was chocolate. It just wasn't edible chocolate.
It wasn't edible. So, culinary team did great with the savory stuff, but I mean, they need to get it together with these cupcakes.
Well, the cupcake can't be a $12 item or an $10 item, right? That's got to be like a $6 item or something.
But when I order a peach cupcake, I don't want banana.
That's a valid argument. On to some smaller type festival things, and I thought this was interesting.
Oh yeah. Oh, sorry. Eric's texting me and wants me to say it was also supposed to be a peach frosting, and it was vanilla frosting. He was very mad about this cupcake.
Well, when you feel like when you order peach, you feel like you should get a valid argument.
Continue. I'm sorry.
Oh well, but the food is hit or miss, and that is why a lot of times I don't get it as much this year. I haven't got it as much this year because I feel like with 5 tasting pass items, every video I watch, they have one that they almost throw away, and then that ruins their savings.
Yeah.
But that might be a whole separate show there.
I did take one. I'm going to be very honest. I took 1 or 2 bites of the s'mores and threw the rest away.
That's disappointing. That was the number one thing I wanted to get.
You may like it. It is funnel cake batter, so you all may absolutely love it. Now I'm curious to what you're going to think.
Very big.
It's huge. It's huge. It's 3 jumbo Jiffy marshmallows dipped in funnel cake batter.
On to some entertainment news.
As I get hungry with that.
That sounded pretty good. I don't know how you messed that up.
Like I said, I'm curious as to what you're gonna think now. Now I really want you to try that, please.
I feel like I have to, but
right, we're at an hour and a half here. We said an hour.
My dog's up here yelling at me because we went over.
It's a glorious 3-hour finale. You got a minute and a half.
I'll go real quick on these 2 things. I think they are sort of important. The Good Vibes show is sharing the stage with the acapella. Like the venue is like both acts are playing in that venue.
Good Vibes it wasn't there this weekend. It was the string band.
Well,
and the acapella.
It's going to be the Good Vibes / acapella in one theater, and the other venue is going to be the string band / Forever Country.
No, the string band was there with the acapella group this time, so maybe they've messed something up, or maybe they've changed it.
I think that was the 22nd to the 29th. But if you look on the schedule, it's like
because the string band was there. It was the string band, and then at 4:00 the acapella group started.
Let me look.
It's nice to know Good Vibes is coming back, though. I actually like that group, but I didn't get to see them this time. Yeah, it was the string band. I'm glad I can provide confusion for everybody.
Okay. June 23rd to 29th. At the Valley Theater, the string band has 3 performances in the Forever Countries later on in the day, starting at 4:15. And then at the Back Porch Theater, it's Good Vibes on 3 days. It's Good Vibes in the acapella fusion.
Of course, because why wouldn't you have that at the start of the festival? Oh, I'm mad now.
It looks like Good Vibes is later on. The good news is there is shows going on later on in the afternoon because of that.
Mm-hmm.
And they might be slowly phasing in some of the stuff for the festival.
Yeah.
Something. Who knows?
But why wouldn't they start the? Okay. I don't get why they wouldn't start the festival with all this, but you know, maybe that also means the fountain will show back up. Who knows? But that's good to know that they're coming back. I did love Good Vibes. That's one of my favorite bands there, or groups.
Yeah, and I assume that will be the same cast, or no? You think it'll be?
Well, I have no idea.
No, because acapella group is different than the Good Vibes, probably. Anybody got anything else since we're running late? We can.
Nope.
No, I think we're good. Just
Yep.
this time.
Not that I know of, but I guess we'll go ahead and we will wrap it up. Again, thank you all so much. We're going to try to get on more of a schedule to figure out where we're going with these live streams and stuff. We have plans in place, but again, it's going to be a long-term thing with more updates for you guys on what we have planned. But just know, please, please, please be sure to go subscribe to both channels. I have it linked in the description below of this. So please, please, please make sure you do go on there and you do subscribe, because we're not always going to be doing this on my channel. So I'm trying to hurry, ma'am. Thank you. Sorry, my dog's yelling at me. But yes, everyone, please take the time, go subscribe to their channels. Again, thank you all so much for being here tonight. Definitely let us know what are some things maybe you would like us to discuss in the future. Leave those in the comments for sure, of any topics, any questions that you have that you want us to discuss. Do you all have anything to add?
No, I think
No, it's excellent.
All right. Well, everyone have a great day, and we will see you soon. Bye, guys.
Bye. 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 Bye-bye.